morning. Thought I'd be reporting on World War III. Always hoped this human tendency to fight like dogs for every scrap meal that we can get is something that I hoped we'd be beyond as a species, but it does indeed seem like this is slowly but steadily spiraling towards World War III. So, Belorussia is joining the war. They stayed on the outline in the beginning because it was clear that they didn't have the military strength to have an effect on the war. Their standing army is quite small, and it feels to me like after they told the Russians that they don't have a field army that can affect the situation, the Russians told them to train one, and they spent the 3 months that the Russians were fighting in the other parts of the country to train their military. So now they evidently have enough of a field army to join in, and you can note that Belarus is joining the war. There you have it. It seems to be slowly spiraling to World War III. So it seems like the Ukrainians are going to be attacked by the Belarusians to the north, which creates an actual border with an active war participant and European countries in the mainland. There was the border between Kaliningrad and Poland and the Baltic states, but that was basically a landlocked enclave, which is not much of a threat. But now we have an actual country with a border compact to Poland, and while this fight continues, it's possible that at some point Poland will be attacked and they'll call Article 5, and that's that whole ball game. Never thought I'd be reporting on World War III, but it seems like we're getting World War III. If anybody has any comments, put them up on the live chat. I'm going to be taking the risk of putting my face on threat map, which may or may not be a good choice at this point. So, fast starting to look like World War III again. Belorussia joining in, which means that instead of there being a regional enclave as the only land connection between the front line and the European nations, and even the enclave is connected by land through a country that's not fighting the war, and the Baltic states are quite far from the war. about 1,000 kilometers, so the risk of an accidental artillery hit hitting the Baltic states is very unlikely. It would not be considered believable. But now that Poland and Belarus are joining, we'll see if the Belarusians fight close to the Polish border, the possibility of Polish territory being hit by the Belarusian military, or if the Ukrainian military can use or might use Polish territory to infiltrate into Belarus. If the Ukrainian military can do that, then we will see the same situation, but in reverse. The probability of somebody doing something non-smart and escalating this situation to a full-out war seems higher than what I'd want. So that's what it looks like. Still of the opinion that there would be better grounds to fight this war in other terrains, but since it is ongoing, it is ongoing. But as the hostilities escalated, optimism faded, and society began to collapse. That's all you need to see about the world opinion. Myself and countries like Colombia, which have undergone a decades long drug war, are looking at the people who are gladly fighting a new war like, oh my God, you haven't had guerrilla war that lasts for half a century, have you? It's obvious. So here's to hoping the situation will remain manageable, but it's starting to look more and more like it'll escalate beyond anybody's ability to control it. So good luck with that.